Shabbat Shalom v'Chag Sameach.
Shabbat Shalom.
We welcome you to Beth Israel this Shabbat and hope that you were able to celebrate Pesach with a Seder or two with families and friends. We had the privilege of celebrating with many of you on our Zoom Seder last Sunday night. Rabbi Navarez is on a well-deserved break with his family visiting from the other side, New York and Connecticut, that is. This weekend, in our Judeo-Christian world, there is a confluence of the celebrations of holidays of great importance in our worlds. Holidays of deliverance, remembrance, and of faith, Passover and Easter, as often happens. At Beth Israel, we have many interfaith families in our congregation, and we wish you all beautiful and Passover and Easter celebrations. For us as Jews, we come towards the end this holiday of Pesach, and tomorrow morning we honor our loved ones who have died with the prayers of Yizkor, remembrance. We hope you can join us again tomorrow morning at 10:30 for that beautiful service. The Shabbat brings us two of the most ancient and exciting and exotic of our Jewish texts. Tonight, as tomorrow, we will celebrate with music from the Song of Songs attributed to the writings of King Solomon. Shir HaShirim Asher Shlomo, it begins. The Song of Songs, that is Solomon's. And we also read tomorrow from the book of Exodus, the Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea, one of our most ancient texts in Torah. It is so important and profound that we stand, as it is read, to honor that exact moment in our history when we truly freed ourselves from the armies of Pharaoh, from the chance of re-enslavement to the true moment we stood on the opposite side of the shores of the Reed Sea, finally freed. The reading and excitement of this beautiful text matches its appearance in Torah. The beauty of the text you can see. Some say it is a reminder of the bricks built and the bondage of labor. Some say it is the waves of the sea. Likely, it is both. From slavery to freedom, from the heavy, unmovable bricks and mortar to the free-moving, awesome waves that are fearsome and yet at the same time breathtaking. The chanting of this text provides us with auditory memory, the sound of the waves, the beauty of the water, the living Torah chant that we know, and the mysterious sound of the new rolling waves, their humbling beauty, a new sound meant only for this moment. Come to our service tomorrow morning and let us share the crossing, the mystery, the fear and the trembling, and the joyous path to freedom. And as well, tomorrow we engage in the most erotic book to enter our Hebrew Bible, the Song of Songs. How did it get there? Those who have read the spicy, sensual love poetry and certainly have sung its verses at our Friday night Shabbat services know its language is unlike any of the other books in our Bible. We began with Keshoshana ben Hachochim. As a rose among the thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As an apple tree among the trees of the forest, so is my beloved among the sons. Okay, that's just a startup and two short sentences, but that is not our usual Torah speak. This stunning book of love poetry was inserted into the canon of the Hebrew Bible because the rabbis figured it out. How could they possibly put this wild text into our canon? They likened the love of the lovers to each other, to the love of God and the people of Israel. I can see you all smiling, even though I can't see you. But think about it. This is a week of the remembrance of our deliverance, a week of faith, a week of our freedom as a nation, a week of giving thanks for our very existence, a week of love. What if our love for the divine, however we see the eternal, was as strong as the love we have for our spouses, our partners, our lovers, our friends? How would that raise us up in the eyes of the world and in the eyes of each other? What if at any given moment we looked into the eyes of those we love and we saw holiness, we felt joy, we felt the possibility of newness and creation every day? What if, as in just a few moments, the instant that we sang the song Dodi Li, I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine, our bodies, minds, and hearts are thrust heavenward. The rabbis were not foolish. They had a plan. I like to believe in our best moments, the sacredness of our love for each other, whether in partnership or in love of family or friends. That love, that spark, that Shoshana, that rose, that connection with nature and or each other brings the divine into every relationship and makes it holy. What does this book teach us? Have faith, create passion, and just tonight, if not every Shabbat, sing with us the songs of our texts to help make us a holy people of faith, of spirit, and of love. B'siyata Dishmaya, with the help of the heavens, let that be so. And we begin by bringing light into this sacred evening.
The Shabbat, as we hope you will join us tomorrow to celebrate Shabbat, as well as acknowledging our Yizkor service. We begin, if you wish, by lighting a Yizkor candle. May the memories of those we loved and continue to love keep the flame of their memory alive, their spirit always with us. I invite you to light your Shabbat candles as you're able.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
We begin with a medley of the Song of Songs, Dodi Li. My beloved is mine, and I am my beloved's, who browses among the lilies.
Show Ti
welcome the Sabbath bride, Lecha Dodi.
דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, תשמענו אל מיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת אל לבטילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורי קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי, 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 בני שבת נקבלה.
Please be seated as we welcome the ministering angels.
Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Boafen l'shalom, Malchei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu min l'shalom, Malchei Hashalom, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Hasharet, Malachei Elyonim, Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, Malachi Elyon Mi Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We rise together as we set our intentions eastward towards Jerusalem, towards our Torah, as we call each other to prayer with Baruch Hu. Responsively. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom.
Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures.
Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Amariv Haravi.
Ahavat olam, Beth Israel, Amcha Torah u'mitzvot, chukim Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu,
Please be seated as we join together in chanting Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha ושרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. As we approach Micha Mocha, our joyous song reminding us of that powerful moment when the Israelites crossed the Sea of Reeds, I'm reminded of one of my favorite stories in our tradition. The Israelites were standing at the shore of the sea. Pharaoh's army was close behind, and the Israelites thought that they were trapped. Moses stood at the shore, unsure of what to do, so he prayed. He prayed to God, saying all the prayers he knew. And this, of course, took some time. Meanwhile, the people of Israel tried to figure out who was going to go into the water first. I'm not going in there, one said. Nuh-uh, me either, said another. Nachshon ben Amidah decided to take matters into his own hands, and without saying a word, he walked right down to the sea, falling into the waves. Meanwhile, Moses, so caught up in prayer, finally heard a response from God. Moses, my friend is sinking in the water. Moses responded, well, God, what should I do? Lift up your rod and hold out your arm over the sea and split it. At once, Moses did what God instructed, and the Israelites were able to walk across on dry land, shouting, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, Adonai will reign forever and ever. This week, our innards have been bonded with matzah, and our physicality has been limited. But there is light ahead. Soon our dietary practices will resume, and our lives of being in closer physical proximity will too return. Our Mi Chamocha prayer reminds us twice a day that we are to remember our history, remember our redemption, and to work to bring that redemption to others. In the coming weeks and months, it will be easy for us to return to complacency, to return to apathy. Instead, let us continue to hear the call of justice. Let us continue to heed the call to save our fellow from whatever waters they may be trapped in. Let us continue to be grateful for the miracles which surround us each day as we sing out with joy, Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai. וכהים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו world of love and hope. Carry me, oh God, carry me, carry me. They shall prove Beth Israel, et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותנו אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת Shabbat vayinafan.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם.
We rise together in mind, body, and spirit as we prepare for the Amidah.
Show me how to pray. Wash my fears away. When my thoughts are clear, Adonai is near. Adonai
take a few moments for personal, individual reflection and prayer. the calendar moves forward, but it doesn't stop those who are in need of healing. For those who are ill, the calendar does not matter. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Tuesday or Passover. They know in that moment that they are ill. And so we take a moment every Shabbat service to pray on their behalf. Within our community, we are especially mindful of Phyllis Bendit, Norman Berman, Sandy Berman, Leslie Cohen, Melvin Cohen, Mark Kovit, Burton Disner, Rima Felty, Samantha Forouche, David James Giraldi, Denise Garrett, Evie Golden, Nancy Gordon, Steve Gould, Irma Greenspan, Ellen Hutt, Michael Jesser, Heidi Krantz, Sarah Kurz and Ezra Samuel Collar, Nikki Levy, Galina Rabelchenko, Ruth Batsara, Rhonda Schwartz, Patricia Spira, Sharon Thomas, Maxine Trimble and Gerald Trimble, David Tossman, Fred Valfer, Amy Provisar Webb, Kathy Weil and John Weil, Robin Weiner, George Weiss, Doug Vedvik, Rachmiel Ben Avraham Veliba. We also invite you to share the names that are in your heart. Share them with those around you. Share them in the chat. Perhaps it's your own name that you need to add to our prayers for healing this Shabbat. As we join together in our prayer for healing.
הרופא לשבורי לב, הוא מחבש לעצבותם, מונה מספר לכוכבים, לכולם שמות יקרא. הרופא לשבורי לב, הוא מחבש לעצבותם, You know who we are.
And I'm a member of your board of directors. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Shabbat services this week. I'd also like to remind you that events about our Beth Israel community and upcoming events are available on our website, cbisd.org. I'd also like to pay special attention to our upcoming virtual fundraiser, Spring Forward, which will be held on May 1st. Information about that wonderful event is also available on our website. As we begin to conclude the Passover holiday, I'd like to reflect a moment on the specialness of celebrating this year. From a very personal note, it was an opportunity to reconnect and sit in person with parents and siblings that were recently vaccinated, and it reminded me truly of the joy of sitting and connecting in person with people we really care about and celebrating some of our oldest and most special traditions as a community. I hope that this Passover holiday has provided you equal opportunity to enjoy family, friends in our community, and wish that we all begin to heal and emerge from our current pandemic state and begin to enjoy each other as a community again. With that, I wish you all a very happy and festive Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Kevin. We count our blessings and we also count time from Passover to Shavuot. We turn to the words of counting the omer. I invite you to please rise as you're able. Hineni muchan umzuman l'kayem mitzvat shel sfirat ha'omer. I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom Shisha Yamim LaOmer. Today is the 6th day of the Omer.
We continue with the conclusion of our service. Aleinu, we stay standing if we're able, and we face Jerusalem.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהר, וגורלנו
Please be seated. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. When you hear the name of your loved one, we invite you to rise as you are able, as you remember and grieve for them. We are in the period of Shloshim, the 30 days after the burial, for Madeline Heller, Shulamis Ruben Klagsbrunn, and Joan McAdams. And we think of those who died at this time in years past. Ellie Amiel, Betty Atkins, Nancy Ann Hansen Bark, Bessie Barnholtz, Annabelle Barron, Abraham Bartell, Sanford Bergman, Beatrice Bergman, Gloria Bernstein, Sophie Blumberg, Sarah Blumen, Rose Borak, Bertie Brody, Donald Brody, Helen Karnick, Stephanie Christie, Ruby Lee Cohen, Henry Cohen, Alan Dorfman, Sarah Easton, Beatrice Edelstein, James S. Edgar, Warren L. Eisenberg, Rosen Eisenstadt, Minna Elkin, Bernard Fagan, Samuel Fisher, Norma Jean Friedman, Merrill Freeman, Sadie Freeman, Gladys Garlick, Muriel Gear, Bessie Lowenthal Gubrich, William Gilbert, Ruth Bobrov Glatter, Martin Haberstroh, Fred Hamber, Eleanor Hasson, Ben Hayden, Claire Heffler, Ann Hertzman, Alexander Ilko, Gilmore Conwiller, Emmanuel A. Kaplar, Claire Kattenberg, Samuel Kleinman, Milton Kramer, Lena Krause, Faye Krupman, Jack Landy, Maurice Levinson, Charles Levine, Esther Levy, Ruby Liebert, William S. Sandy Lockheim, Morton Maneker, Phyllis McCall, Willifred C. McCall, Rita Meyer, Emmanuel Miller, Hannah Missner, Sam Moskowitz, Al Nadal, Harry Peacock, Neil Phillips, Leonard Poster, Bernard Rogo, Paul Romanoff, Jean Rosen, Rose Rosen, Dorothy Rosen, Maury Israel Rosenberg, Carl Sachs, Jacques Salem, Ruth Schulman, Norman Seltzer, Roslyn Silbiger, Donald Sildorf, Anna Slomovitz, Charles Smolin, Jane Stein, Harold Stern, Ralph Stern, Irving Suknow, Sam Sulkin, Eileen Tannenbaum, Edna Tulp, Ernst Wellish, Clayton York, Sarah Zechter, and Harry Zellick. If there is a name that I have not read and you are saying Kaddish, we ask you to rise, share that name with your family, or write in the chat if you're alone. Together we rise and recite our Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon, v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivarach le'alam u'lolmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, Chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories always be for blessings.
Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru, Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru,
We pray that this Shabbat will bring us holiness, faith, deliverance, and love. Shabbat Shalom.